Hello, a warm welcome to Conny Decorates today, and of course with heart, and with heart involved.
With heart involved, Micha, the cameraman.
Exactly. Dear ones, very relaxed here today with us in the last, really all the way back on the right in the corner, half shadow and shadow corner. And here we've made it really nice and green and fragrant today, finished with things we actually had with nature, a few new plants, herbs, maybe an idea, balcony, terrace. Maybe you have a corner there and maybe we can inspire you a little, dear ones. But if you want to know how this planting in this corner works, stay tuned because we're going to show you now. So quickly after work, the weather is really fantastic and we said, come on, we have this spot back here by our garden fence, Micha can show you. Many who know our videos know this corner. This is our hammock corner, which we will also hang up shortly. And here is now our, well, homemade natural fence that we started where we can put our garden waste, branches and so on. And we really have a fantastic view here, just over there, yes, into the fields. Back there, a lot of seeds are also being sown by our neighbors. Exactly. And here is a semi-shaded, well, I would say a semi-shaded corner. We also have the blue fescue here. I can show it. We planted it here, I think, 3 years or 2 years ago. It's doing great. And the ground cover here. Yes, that's prevailing. And as you can see, is the ivy. And last year, maybe you remember, we planted this here. We have the thujas in there and a bit of ivy. It's really grown in well back here. And I would really like to first remove these things here. I have a lot of moss here. That also just goes into our hedge here. That's fantastic, of course, especially for all the small animals. They naturally feel comfortable here, and the hedgehogs can also make a wonderful home here, a natural home. And I'm going to completely clear this out now. This natural hemp material we had laid underneath. This is a supernatural base and really perfect. It decomposes over time, but it lasts a really long time and is fantastic, especially for such outdoor plantings. I'm just going to take a look now. I can see here that the ivy is already starting to dry out. I have a strand here that I can take out. This is still wonderful here. We also have fresh soil here. That means we can wonderfully refill it right away. But as you can see, the soil here is still really great. So for those who didn't see the film last year, I have my tree root here. I'll just lift it up for a moment. Exactly, it looks approximately like this. It's already well grown in here with the ivy. Exactly, it looks approximately like this, and I just placed it here in the middle. It's a great base and of course adds a wonderful height. And here you can actually, it's a really natural climbing aid. Twist the ivy around as you like. I'd like to keep the 3 thujas inside. And I also have a small ivy vine here. I'd actually like to place it a bit to the side now. And I'll do that. I'll make a small hole here. Fill it with some soil to make it nice and stable. And I've taken this ivy vine from the front here. I'd like to put it all the way in the back corner here. And I'd like to make a little mix. So this natural thing with the branch and terracotta I always find very beautiful, and I really like it when you can just place them in here, and I find this pot quite fitting. And I just found this one as well. I'd actually like to place it here in the front. What I want is to create a little fragrant corner here. And here I have the spearmint, which we already had in May this year. Then I have a wonderful sage here, and I'll take another look. I have quite a few herbs here. I also have lavender. But I would really like to make a nice herb mix here. And the herbs will naturally go into our herb garden afterwards, which you also know where the herb spiral is. That means I would naturally place these tall herbs in the back area here. And here I have another one. I just need to smell it quickly. That's lemon, a lemon mint. It smells fantastic. I would even just put it right here in the terracotta pot at the front. And I'll just check on the terrace to see if I can find another terracotta pot. Excuse me, a terracotta pot. I would actually place it back here, I think. And the spearmint can go back here as well. Then I have the lovage, which can also go perfectly in the back area. I found this terracotta pot in the shed. I just forgot about it. They all have a hole, definitely. So there's no waterlogging. But of course, you don't throw something like that away. We can also incorporate it here perfectly. I think I'll come up a bit in height here later, and we'll fill it up with soil right away. Here too, I'll just grab another pot. Yes, I think I'll leave it like that. It goes there and is super stable. I could just set it into the tree root here, and I still have some savory. I also found that, and I'm not quite sure if I can fit it in here. Yes, that means we really already have a small herb garden here. I think I'll put the savory in here, or I'm almost leaning towards putting it in the large terracotta pot below, and I can just work with a bit more color here. And yes, that's what I'll do. I'll just add it here as a splash of color.
아주 우연히 듣게 된 그 노래 나도 모르게 숨죽여 들었어 색이 바래진 그날의 기억을.
So it's so sunny today and we have a great shady spot here. You can also make yourself comfortable here, or you can really sit up there in the sun or lie down in the hammock in a nice semi-shaded spot and just enjoy this fragrant place. And off we go. I'll just place the savory pot right here. We'll show you that later from another angle. I will simply place it here in front of our container, just here. I think it adds a nice bit of variety. Then you not only have this panel in front, but also a bit of natural ambiance here at the front. And then I'll carefully take everything out of the pot first. Then I have the cat's paw, which adds a bit of color here. I find that very, very fitting for this whole theme. Now I'm really making a nice hole in my container and placing them in there.
Want the good, want the bad, all the feelings. Want you happy and sad in between them. If there's one thing I...
Joy. It's really nice when you bring a container back to life or add even more vitality to it. It's really fun. And I also have these small pots, which I would just add as well. So we have all these natural terracotta elements with the wood. It's a nice combination. I find it quite cute now, maybe just upside down, or perhaps you have some shards and they can just be added here. Bark always works. Birch bark can be broken easily. If you add small pieces like this, it always makes a nice decorative element. Take a look. Maybe you also have some bark that can be easily broken or that fits well. Maybe it's also a good idea for the balcony if you have a flat container or a tub. Just take a look there. Maybe you have something in the basement or attic. And with a few plants or herbs, you can always create a great atmosphere. So what else do we have? Now we have everything finished up here. And I would say I would like to place a lantern in front here. And we have this rust lantern. I got it as a gift from a friend. I would actually just place it right here in front. It's always fun. We just look for a few leftovers that might fit a bit, and then you just keep going until there's almost nothing left. We also had the terracotta pot earlier, and I have this beautiful lantern. I received it as a gift from dear Christoph and Sepp, and I really find it beautiful. I always find it particularly effective when they really start to rust, when the rust is already rusting. That always looks really fantastic. So I would really like to hang it here so that I can later put a candle here, an LED candle there, or maybe even a string of lights, and I'll just see how I can attach it. You could also simply put a small hook in here. Then you have a really nice atmosphere down here. I still have white lavender. It's also super fragrant, and it fits in really nicely here as well. I would like to place it here again. And I also have a Muhlenbeckia here, and I would like to place it in the front area. Then it can grow downwards really well. I'll just fill this up with soil now. The enchanted forest is also always in use with us. We also have it at Hof Oelkas. Look down here in the video description. You'll find the link to our website, and from there you can get to Hof Oelkas. We have the enchanted forest in small and large sizes. I always find it beautiful, and this one here is starting to rust a bit everywhere, and you can hang it up. I think it's really great. Maybe just hang it by the window on the terrace or balcony, but I would like to place it here again so that we can pick up on this rust theme a bit up here. That means I'll just take the pot away again and place this in front. That would be great. Once up here, once down here, rust, terracotta, nature, and green, and fantastic. Then grapevine, always in use. I'll just place it in front now. Are we almost done? It's really fun. I just threaded the wire through the gap here. You didn't even have to put a hook in. And then you can also vary the height well. I'm still looking for a nice LED real wax candle, and I have a bit more here. I found a few clay shards, just place them on top, and it's perfectly done. You can also nicely place moss on top here, but I actually find this contrast with the green, the terracotta, the soil, and the wood so perfect that adding green moss would be too much or wouldn't have the same effect. I'd say, Micha, let's quickly finish the hammock and then make ourselves comfortable here.
Exactly.
We did it. The hammock is up and we really like it. The sun is coming from over there now. I have a great view of the garden pond, but Micha can also sit there comfortably and we can chat a bit and relax, my dears. And of course, we really hope that we could help you relax a bit today with some small planting ideas, or as mentioned, just mixing things you have at home. You know, that's our content, and it always brings us joy. So, my dears, we would be delighted if you haven't subscribed yet to please subscribe. It's free, of course. And yes, I would say check out the decorative items, 20% off at Hof Oelkas. As mentioned, you'll find the link to our website down here in the video description, and from there you can get to Hof Oelkas. I really have to smile now. I even have a view of the other side of our farm over the fields. So definitely a feel-good place. Dear ones, stay very healthy. Feel hugged. You're Conny and...
You're Micha, your cameraman.
Exactly, dear ones. See you soon. Goodbye.
Truly believe in ordinary love, ordinary love. I wanna oversleep in your shirt 'cause it's ours. Brush my teeth while you're taking a shower. If there's one thing I know, there is power in ordinary love.